Welcome, lovelies. This is Jeanette, also known as Star Empress 222, Tarot and Spiritual Guide. So I don't typically do this, a reading for the signs. It's been a couple of years since I've done readings for all the signs, I think. So, but I just had this idea in mind since I have the day off and it's raining outside. So I thought it'd be a good idea to see how it lands. See how many people take to it and if it's worth me putting my energy into in the future. So we'll see how this goes. If you appreciate this type of reading and you would like to see more of this type of reading, you know, for all the signs or for your sign specifically, go ahead after the reading and put in the comment section your sign. And I will definitely see if this is something I want to continue to put my energy into. All right. So, archangels, please use me as a direct and clear channel to deliver the most clear and accurate messages for all the signs. And keep in mind, this is going to be for your sun, moon, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and rising. Pretty much anywhere in your birth chart that you have the planets, but your biggest signs that affect you the most are your sun, your moon, your Venus, Mars, and rising. Probably your Chiron also. So just take what resonates, leave the rest behind. You may want to listen for your other signs as well, or maybe even cross-watch for somebody else. All right, so first off, we're going to do Aries, because it's the beginning of the year for Aries. What messages do we got coming through for Aries? We've got Queen of Wands. So this is you or someone that is being creative, okay, and they're working with their fire energy. You may feel like being more creative. Okay, you're passionate, you're charismatic, intuitive. This person, very magnetic. You're in your creative energy. You could be drawing in people who are suitors that are, you could also even be drawn to a Queen of Wands. Okay, so you may have a lot of attention, a lot of eyes on you right now. Six of Pentacles. But this person is not going to take any less than equal reciprocity, equal give and take. Remaining mindful with a good balance of give and take. Also, to give when you can, give thanks, and the universe will bless you, will reward you with kindness. All right, and what else for Aries? Judgment. 10 of Pentacles. Somebody here could be reflecting, going through an awakening, a rebirth with the Judgment card. You may be ending a significant point in your life or nearing the end of it. And the universe is asking you to learn from your actions and forgive your mistakes to become the best form of yourself. And if it has to do with a relationship or a connection, look at the relationship or connection and see where, see what can be changed for the better. Make peace with the past and let it go. And then with the 10 of Pentacles, I see long-term success here. Okay, legacy, family. And this is after building your financial wealth. Okay, you're now able to create a legacy or share it with your family. So this could be something that you're working on. Something that's going to build you financial stability and basically a career that you don't need to have a vacation from. This is also saying that this connection is built for the long term, if you're listening in regards to your connection. And this may involve planning for the future or considering children. Your family may also have a strong influence on who you choose as a partner. This, in regards to a career, it can mean long-term stability with the career path that you choose. Could be a family business. And let's get one more card for Aries. This also in regards to your connection, this could be that this person that's watching you is seeing that you are in your divine feminine embodiment, and they know that you will not accept anything less than equal give and take. They're being called to have ego death, rebirth, awakening, reflection on whether they want to build a family with you, and maybe they want to, and so that's also why they're being called to do this here, to go within and make this determination about what they need to change in their lives so that this can happen. So you can have the Ten of Pentacles. All right, one more card for Aries. I said one. Seven of Cups. You may have other options. It's also possible that this person that's coming towards you may have thought they had other options. Basically thinking the grass is greener on the other side. But then they realize that you're the High Priestess. You know all, see all. You're very intuitive. There's a spiritual connection there with you. So you're also in your divine feminine embodiment. So they're drawn back to you. This could also mean that you will have many opportunities to choose from because you are healed. I mean, not fully healed, but you know, you've done the healing work, the inner work. And so you will have lots of opportunities open up for you in regards to career or relationship or the kind of life that you want to live. And this is also a reminder that the answers that you seek lie within you. So trust your intuition. Tap into your subconscious mind. In regards to relationship or connection, listen to what your gut is telling you about the connection. Emotional intelligence is more important than logic right now. This can also mean that devotion to your spiritual practices lets you connect with the divine realm to the physical world. So that will bring more intuition, the more that you operate from your intuitive senses. All right, and let's go ahead and go for Taurus. That Aries was a little longer than I expected. So Archangel's messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, Mars, Jupiter, Chiron, North Node. Okay, for Taurus. High Priestess come out again. Okay, listen to your intuition. The answers lie within you. Listen to what your gut is telling you about this connection, this relationship. Right now, emotional intelligence is more important. And as far as your career goes, when approaching work, so this may mean that you're overthinking things. And also to devote to your spiritual practices. That's going to help you heal, help you to connect to the divine realm. And that will help bring that into the physical. So you're very intuitive right now. I feel like our intuition is heightening. Nine of Wands. You may be exhausted with all the challenges that you've had to face, all the difficulties, distance, work, or past trauma. Okay, when it comes to relationships or connections. And these issues are close to being worked through here with the Nine of Wands. You look back at the Eight of Wands that you've overcome. Eight of Wands is like heavy baggage, heavy burdens. So you may feel exhausted, okay, but trust that you're almost there. Keep your grit as you push toward the finish line. And in regards to career, maybe a long-term project that you've been dealing with at work is close to an end. You also may feel burnt out, so don't give up, but also make time to go into nature to help you ground yourself, ground your energy. Because you can get overwhelmed when you're intuitive. You can, energies can be overwhelming for you, the outside energies. Page of Cups. I love these cards. You could be feeling creative, okay, inspired or playful. You may have like a burst of inspiration or creativity, okay, that may be soon to come from a surprising place. So keep an open mind and embrace the opportunity when it arises. In regards to relationships, you could be exploring new activities that will bring playfulness to the connection. And this is reminding you to have fun and be spontaneous. And in regards to your career, you may be fascinated by a new role or a new project. The newness may bring with it some challenges, but the work will feel satisfying and bring growth. This could be a small offer that you're giving in a lighthearted manner. What else wants to come out with Taurus? For Taurus, Six of Wands, tranquility ahead. And this can be victory, okay? Having success in something and being publicly recognized for it. This is basically the victory card, okay? And this signals that you've accomplished a major goal. Along with it may come recognition, so be proud. And in regards to relationship, this can symbolize that this, whatever you're pursuing in regards to relationship, is going to become successful and you're going to succeed together. And the two of you may be achieving a long-term goal, such as buying a house or even reestablishing a commitment or deciding to move further along, maybe locking this person down. So your success in work also does not go unnoticed, and you might be rewarded with praise or a promotion. And let's get one more card for Taurus. Knight of Pentacles. So you may be steady, okay, and routine here, making steady progress and contemplating the next mode of action or when to move. This person is very methodical, slow moving. And if you're executing your goals, all right, through this meticulous plan, it could take time and even seem mundane, but the repetition and routine will generate results. In regards to relationship, this speaks of commitment. Trust and stability are important elements here. Okay, and you may also be taking things slow with a pragmatic approach, okay, in your connection with somebody. And perhaps you're building your career, okay, and this is a long process. But stay committed to your goals and your hard work will pay off. All right, so that's it for Taurus. And let's see. For Taurus, we've got Gemini. Yes, Gemini. Archangel's messages for Gemini. Page of Cups, the World. This is the inspiration. You're gaining inspiration, creativity, and playfulness. Possibly making a small, friendly offer. Maybe reaching out to someone. Offering a nice gesture. And also maybe you're getting a burst of inspiration. Okay, that's coming from a surprising place. But keep an open heart and embrace the opportunity when it arises. You could be exploring new activities that will bring playfulness to the connection, or even to your life. All right, so have fun and be spontaneous with that. And at work, you're starting to feel more satisfied, and it's bringing some challenges, but it's also bringing growth. And with the World, it signifies completion, success, fulfillment. This signifies the end of a journey or project, and is telling you that you're going to be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor and take time to rest before embarking on your next adventure. In regards to connection, bringing you happiness and fulfillment. Okay, this could lead the relationship to the next step. You could be connecting with somebody that is in a different part of the world. And for career, you may be at a satisfying conclusion of a long project or task. Your hard work could soon be rewarded. Okay, what you've been putting your energy into. And what else for Gemini? Three of Swords, Eight of Wands, up or down. Okay, so with the Three of Swords there, that tends to be heartache. Okay, sadness, grief, trauma. This may be a sadness that you've had a hard time moving past. Okay, with the Eight of Wands in reverse. It may have seemed like it has gone slowly, that you've been having to come back to it, cycle back to facing it to be able to heal from it. Seems like it's been a slow go because this person or whatever it is that you're sad from had a strong impact in your life. And so it's important to practice self-compassion right now. Okay, for suffering is a normal part of life and it will pass, and it's okay to cry. Your tears are actually healing you, and when you release that pain, it makes room for the good things to enter. I'm just seeing 222 2 4 twos, 22 22. That may be a sign for you. But don't rush the healing process. Okay, but be wary of dwelling on the past, because if you hold on to the past too much, then you'll be stuck and you don't really move forward, right? So, and that's pretty much what the Eight of Wands in reverse is showing. Being stuck, feeling stuck, hanging on, okay, indecisive. So sometimes the journey may not be easy, okay, but it will be worthwhile. And in regards to relationship, you may have outgrown a current relationship, or who you were that showed up in that relationship. You could be outgrowing that version of yourself. There may be a behavior that needs to change. If the issues can't be worked through, then it's time to move, away from this. You could be unfulfilled with your current job or career, so maybe time to reassess your priorities and make a change. And let's get one more card for Gemini. Seven of Wands. So in your mind, you have challenges, okay? And you could still be defending your position. And maybe people are challenging your success or your opinions, and you feel like you need to defend your position. You may feel unprepared, okay? But this is telling you to trust yourself. In regards to connection or relationship, you may be facing obstacles from this person or from external forces, maybe even challenges with your ego. While compromise is important, okay, so are your own boundaries, but so are theirs. And for your career, your projects or your position may be facing opposition, but be confident in yourself as you solve these issues. All right, so that's it for Gemini. And let's move on to Cancers. Messages for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, Jupiter, Mars, North Node, Chiron. Cancer. Archangels, messages for Cancer. Look at that. Nothing hardly wanted to come out. Four of Pentacles. So that shows up as scarcity. Okay, being closed off, holding on to what you have. Not wanting to share it. The Hanged Man. You've had to pause and surrender, okay, so that you could gain new perspective. Being there by choice, okay, with nowhere to go, and you're able to reflect here. So if a situation feels stuck or you're in a forced waiting period, the Hanged Man tells you to surrender to the moment and to look at things from a different perspective. In regards to relationship or connection, maybe at a standstill. Okay, you're not finding the right person. This is telling you to not force things. Trust that things will change when the timing feels right. And for a career, a project may be taking longer than expected. Something that you're working on, maybe paused right now. But enjoy the break. Maybe fit it in where you can, and focus your attention elsewhere. Seven of Wands also came out for Cancer. It came out for Gemini too, and that was that you may be presented with some challenges, okay? And maybe you may feel like you need to defend your position. Okay, but you might feel unprepared, but trust in yourself. And in regards to relationships, you may be facing obstacles, okay, from external forces. While compromise is important, so are your own boundaries. This is telling you to be confident in yourself as you solve issues that may arise in your career or in what it is that you're investing in. King of Swords, which is like a masculine air sign. But back to the Four of Pentacles real quick. You could have accumulated some wealth, but this is telling you to be careful of materialism, hoarding, make sure that it doesn't become an obsession. Also, so in regards to relationship, this is telling you to not be clingy or jealous. Okay, if trust cannot be established, it could be time to walk away. And this relationship may not work because of that. You could also be working a miserable job for the sake of a large paycheck. Or you could be refusing to share responsibilities or ideas. So ask yourself if all the extra work is worth it. And yeah, with this King of Swords, okay, this could be a masculine air sign that is coming into your life, or they could have air in their chart. This represents leadership, intellect, power. This is telling you to rely on your intelligence and logic in making any big decisions, or maybe this person does that. This is also encouraging you to tap into your inner power to reach your goals. In regards to relationship, this represents a mature, logical, romantic interest or friend, okay, that will enter your life and could be great to learn from this person if you tend to get swept up by feelings. And so, because air signs are very much logical, they work with intelligence more, but we have other signs in our birth chart. So you could have water in your birth chart, which, would make you a feeling and logical person. So in regards to your career, you could be furthering your financial knowledge by learning new topics. Also be logical about any risky investments. Okay, and let's get one more card for Cancers. Oh, this is funny. High Priestess. You're very intuitive right now. 3-3-3-3. I just seen 4 threes in a row. Very intuitive. This is telling you also with the threes there to be extra creative. Okay, you are in your High Priestess energy. Telling you to trust your intuition. Okay, your intuition is probably more online now. And listen to your gut. When it comes to, if you're in a connection or relationship, or when it comes to making a change. You could be retraining your subconscious. Okay, and this is also telling you the answers lie within you. Okay, when you tap into your subconscious mind. And emotional intelligence is more important than logic. Try not to overthink things. Okay, when it comes to career or relationship. And moving on to Leos. What messages want to come out for Leos, Archangels? 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles and the King of Swords. You may be going through a balancing act here. Juggling 2 things. You may be multitasking. You might be managing multiple priorities and doing a good job at it. But be careful to not tire yourself out. It could be wise to cut back on some of your responsibilities. And in regards to relationship, you may be deciding whether you can prioritize the relationship. Maybe career or family is getting in the way. So, or other people, someone else. Ask yourself which is more important. You may need to balance that, your personal life with your work life. The workplace may feel hectic, okay, and maybe pulling you in multiple directions. So avoid taking on more than you can manage, and ensure you're being fairly compensated, all right, for your efforts. Okay, this may require adaptation also when you're juggling things. We've got the King of Swords again that came out. And again, this represents leadership, intellect, and power. This is telling you to rely on your intelligence and your logic in making big decisions. This is also encouraging you to tap into your inner power to reach your goals. This could be a mature, logical, romantic interest or friend that will enter your life. Okay, and this person could have air as a heavy placement in their birth chart. You may have a good conversation with this person. They may mentally stimulate you, and it's possible that they could have emotional intelligence. So, the Emperor. All right, yeah, so this air sign, male, masculine figure could also be a divine masculine. They could also have Aries in their chart here with the Emperor. This also represents authority, structure, and having confidence, telling you to tap into your authoritative masculine energy to take control of the situation. This is a time for firm action and discipline. And keep in mind, to rule is also to serve. Like what's coming to mind is the yin yang, or scales, a balancing of the scales, equal give and take, reciprocity. And in regards to relationship, take the lead in moving the relationship in your desired direction. Prioritize logic over emotions. With your career, so if a project needs a leader, this may be the time for you to step up and take that role. If there's something that you've been wanting to work on and it's been nagging at you, but you always make excuses to not do it, this is telling you now is the time to step up and show yourself some self-love. Stop putting it off. What else wants to come out here? The Sun. Leo, the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. Represents happiness, vitality, and optimism. It's an abundance. Channel its power, and people will be drawn to your energy. In relationship, your connection may be invigorated with excitement and passion. So be happy and strengthen your connection. In regards to career, a spark of inspiration or enthusiasm may be sweeping through your workplace, your work environment, and the positivity can create opportunities for your career. Yeah, when you find the balance between your work and home life, and between your emotions and logic, and you're focused and working on your goals there, and showing up with discipline for your goals, and going towards what it is that you want, with achieving your goals in mind, what you truly want to invest in, and yeah, then the Sun shows up for you. What else wants to come up for Leo? I'm just going to take this one. It came out first because I want to stick with 5 cards. Temperance. This is a balancing also of fire and water. It's restoration, moderation, patience. This is demonstrating balance and fluidity, okay, between the elements. This is a reminder that you can achieve peace through balance and moderation. Be wary of letting extreme behaviors define you. And in regards to your relationship, you may be trying to force results from a relationship. Don't be overbearing, but don't become apathetic either. And this can also be that you fill in the gaps for each other. Where one lacks, the other one fills. And this can actually reignite, restoring what once was. Balancing of divine feminine and masculine energies. And when it comes to your career, achieving your goals can be a slow process, and that's okay. You'll get there in time, but be careful to not throw off your work-life balance by overworking yourself. 4444, just seen. And for Virgos, Sun, Moon, Venus, Mars, Rising, Jupiter, North Node, Chiron, or any other significant area in your chart. Archangels, messages for Virgos. Wow, this King of Swords keeps coming out. Whoa. King of Swords. Okay, so we've got a lot of Gemini. Authoritative Gemini coming through. Something may be happening around Gemini season also. Maybe that's when things are going to start picking up for a lot of people. When Gemini season starts. The energy does move faster with Gemini. So the King of Swords is, an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They represent intelligence, logic, rules and law, clear thinking, a strong communicator and leader, truth and proof, blending your mental and spiritual pursuits, bravery and courage, intelligent and diplomatic. All right, this king leads with facts, rationale, scientific principles, and the logic mind. They have an affinity for rules and thought, and he suggests finding impartial clarity, okay, before taking your next step. Even though he's always seeking data and proof, they also know that blending experience with inventiveness or blending intelligence with emotional and spiritual energies allows for a well-rounded success. So be courageous in the pursuit of your path. Okay, find your own methodical, confident authority by knowing the way rather than just feeling the way. This is making intelligent and wise decisions, okay, about your future. And also in the regular tarot, this can show up as being aloof. Okay, this they very much overanalyze and like to go within. You could be being called to leadership, relying on your intelligence, okay, and logic to make big decisions. But this is encouraging you to tap into your inner power to reach your goals. You could be having deep conversations with someone that you're connected with, learning from each other. This could be that you're learning new topics towards a career that you're aiming towards. I think I spent too long on that card. More for Virgo. Knight of Swords. So it's air energy. This is impatience. Okay, having impatience, being assertive, ambitious. Sometimes we're so driven that we don't always consider the consequences. So don't give in to hasty, blind ambition. And be careful about jumping into a relationship too soon. Revisit your values, your needs, wants before committing. And harness the Knight's energy of determination to achieve big things in your career. Don't hesitate to jump on the next opportunity if it feels right. This is also decision-making energy. Okay, intelligence, wit, determination, saving the day, like knight in shining armor. You could be in the pursuit of excellence, success, okay, asserting yourself. So this is asking you, are you bringing your belief and competitive assertiveness to your situation? How determined are you to accomplish this? And to charge ahead with your quick thinking and your strategic decision-making. Strive for excellence every day in order to bring a little of this magic into your life. And you run the risk of being overly forceful or domineering, okay, with all this powerful energy. So be careful not to hurt others with your impatience to win. Okay, if you're feeling scattered, distracted, or blocked, spend time reorganizing your thoughts and make sure that all your energy is hurtling in the same direction. And what else wants to come out for Virgos? King of Wands. So this is fire energy here. You may have fire strongly in your chart somewhere. This is also entrepreneurial spirit, okay? Being a natural born leader. Having ideas that can be ultra successful, creative visionary, timelessness, success, and going after what it is that you want. This is calling you to unleash that offbeat weirdo that you got inside and be absolutely unapologetic in your pursuit of that stellar. Okay, ground this vision through the wildly novel expression of big ideas. And if you find yourself getting tripped up by the Minunate, tripped up by the mundane of every day. Recruit help and map out the bigger picture. This energy is passionate and invites others to see what you see. Okay, so passionate and heart-fueled, building in their empire. Let's go after what they want. What else wants to come out for Virgos? Virgo. And one more card for Virgo. Thank you, Archangels. We've got Four of Wands, Knight of Wands. Well. Four of Wands is the 11-11. You could be seeing 11-11. There's also celebration, community, events, union, or celebration, okay, with your community. This could be a marital event, engagement, some type of commitment or reunion. You may have reached a significant milestone, such as marriage, or completed an important project. You could be having a get-together or some type of celebration. Doesn't have to be big. In regards to relationship, you're supported by your family and friends. Okay, this can also suggest that an engagement or wedding is coming or being planned. You may be celebrating an achievement at the workplace, okay, an important goal that you have reached. And it could also show a sense of family at work. You may be gaining some prosperity here, a gathering of kindred spirits, finding stability in your home or your relationship, reaching that next level. And then what else? Oh, came out with the Knight of Wands. And this is charisma, passion, spontaneity, pursuing your dreams, fast energy, enthusiasm, courage, and taking inspired action, the pursuit of adventure. If you're feeling charged up about an idea, go with it. Allow this high-spirited energy to rush in and incite a wildfire of positive momentum. And I feel like that's what the Aries energy is bringing up, especially depending on where it lands in your chart. And so that is it for Virgo. And then we're moving on to Libra. Libra. Archangel's messages for Libra. King of Pentacles, the Devil, 3 more cards for Libra. 9 of Cups, that's good. Queen of Wands, and 1 more for Libra. 3 of Wands, King of Pentacles. This is you working on your stability, okay? Patience, determination, a confident and warm leader, providing for others, comfort and security, your personal growth, reaching your goals, prosperity, success, overflowing material abundance. So you could be reaching this goal that you've been working towards. You could have reached this goal. You're wanting stability in something. You're taking charge of, since we've got the Devil that came out next to that, you could be taking charge of your behaviors, your patterns, maybe addictions, or your instability. So you have taken charge of this to overcome this. Okay. To overcome whatever that may be, behaviors, patterns, addictions. And the Knight of Cups shows that there will be success. Okay. The universe is gifting you your desire. You're choosing joy. Okay. You're manifesting your dreams because you're also giving gratitude to the universe, and this is creating abundance in your life. Queen of Wands, you may be very much in your creative energy, seeing someone very much in their creative energy, a divine feminine. Someone is magnetic here. Could be this person or this person that you are manifesting. This represents creativity, passion, determination, confidence, joy, bold expression, helping others as you build your queendom power. You may be attracted to someone who is in this energy. This is also saying to accept the parts of you that you don't openly share. The past failures that have held you back, they don't define you. So transmute that shadow. Sit with it briefly and then light it on fire because you don't need it anymore. This is also having charisma, courage, confidence, being fierce and determined. People are drawn to you or this person. You could be inspired by their passion. And if you're the queen, be confident in your power. Be self-assured in who you are in this connection. Your partner will respect your independence and your honesty. Use your enthusiasm and passion to fill a leadership role or find a mentor with that energy. And with that driving force, you'll be able to grow whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. Three of Wands, you may be looking out to the horizon, waiting for your ships to come in. That's what it may feel like for you. This is also energy manifested, waiting for the results of your effort and the arrival of opportunities, finally understanding your ambitions. This is continuous improvement and moving in the right direction, progress. So also being optimistic and knowing that your dream is on the way. This is expansion and growth. You're planning and acting for the future. Opportunities may arrive for you to travel or broaden your horizons. And a relationship has the future in mind and is headed for the next steps, such as moving in together. You could also be planning for a trip with each other or to see each other. In career, this is an exciting opportunity to grow your potential. Okay, may present itself. It could be a business trip or a global expansion. You're being recognized finally, and it's taking off. All right, so that was Libra. And let's go ahead and go for Scorpio. Scorpios. Archangel's messages for Scorpios. The world. The devil. The world. Six of Wands. Nine of Cups. And one more. Five of Wands. The devil is Capricorn energy, okay, which also represents addictions, behaviors, gluttony, things in excess, patterns, unhealthy, toxic cycles, addictions. I think I said that. This is needing to release the grip of addiction. It's a need for liberation, healthy versus unhealthy, okay, sexuality, materialism, and the healing found in darkness, delving into your shadow self, being trapped in your own stories, manipulation, lying to yourself, temptation, materialism, lust. This is a warning against unhealthy habits and materialism. It may not be easy, but the power is within you to remove these chains. In regards to relationship, be careful not to perpetuate or fall into toxic relationships. While there's no inherent issues with hedonism, all parties must be on the same page. And in regards to career, you may be feeling trapped or be developing an unhealthy lust for money and power. So how can you change your circumstances? Because with the World card there is a completion of this. So you may have been working on this. Okay, your shadow side, because with the World card there, it's signaling completion. So I see that you're successfully coming out of this, okay, finding fulfillment, wholeness, okay, you've achieved a goal by working through this shadow side of yourself, and this represents a happy ending, okay, not necessarily ending, but you get my drift. Also represents that you're going to have abundance and success in new levels of consciousness that you're reaching, and maybe you're even traveling the world or deciding that maybe in your near future. Six of Wands is victory. So whatever it was that was holding you back from relationship, career, or yourself, being your best self here, okay, that's completed. Here you're having victory. Okay, this is a successful outcome. This is badass success. Okay, leadership, accomplishments, being seen, becoming an influencer, victory, optimism, inspiring others. You could be getting public recognition here. You've accomplished a major goal, or you will be here soon, and you should be proud, okay, of yourself. And so, in regards to relationship, this symbolizes a successful relationship, that it will be successful and that you're succeeding together. And the two of you may be achieving a long term goal, such as buying a house or taking your relationship to the next level. In regards to your career, success extends there, okay, and it's not going unnoticed. You may be rewarded with praise or promotion. And with the Five of Wands, okay, this is complex competition. You may be worried about competition, conflict, or rivalry here. Okay, so it may show up somewhere. However, this often stems from miscommunication. Okay, listening to and appreciating others' opinions can sometimes solve the issue. This can also represent you're being challenged, okay, but you're feeling ambitious and you're being pushed by others to excel, or even pushed by your own spirit. This is brainstorming, okay, mental jousting, adrenaline and aggression, surpassing your own limits. This is dynamic energy and leveling up. In a relationship, you may feel like you're constantly in disagreements with your partner or competing for their attention. But ask yourself if these fights are worth the struggle. In regards to career, there could be arguments in the office, or you may be vying for a job or promotion. And this is telling you that you have what it takes, so keep up the fight. Okay, so that was for Scorpio. And let's get guidance for our Sagittarius, our Saggies, Archangels, guidance for our Saggies. We've got the World card again, Six of Wands again, Knight of Wands, or sorry, King of Wands, Page of Wands. Seems like the same cards keep coming out. This could be one person. Oh, the Moon is a new one. All right, so with the World card, something has come. Oh, I just seen 11111. I've been seeing, these master numbers repeating, so you may be seeing them also, which signifies that the energy is amped up and things are moving along. New things are going to start manifesting in your life. We have the World card here. This signifies completion, as I was saying, joy, wholeness, achievement, happy endings, abundance, success, new levels of consciousness, or traveling to another part of the world, traveling, completion. Something is closing out, so something new can begin. Six of Wands, okay, which is victory, success, public recognition. You've accomplished a major goal. You're going to be accomplishing a major goal. And if it's in regards to a relationship, you could be successful in succeeding together. If you're working on a partnership, this is going to succeed. The two of you may be achieving a long-term goal, such as buying a house, or any type of next level. The next level. Whether that's, deciding to commit to each other. So then the King of Wands, this is in pursuit, going after what you want, fire energy, okay, taking action towards what it is that you're passionate about. Leadership, you may have a leadership role there. Wands is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, going after what you want. Page of Wands is a younger, more curious energy. You could all of a sudden have this explosive creativity and infectious enthusiasm and ideas aplenty. Okay, creative new beginnings, newfound inspiration. Maybe you're honing in on a new skill or passion. You could be very curious, trying new things, gifting yourself permission to dream, to go after what you want. This is great energy for creative endeavors and brainstorming. Okay, this is having a youthful spark, adventure, potential ideas. This is you seeing the potential and opportunities, and also the long-term vision. But you may not have acted yet. It's perhaps that you just need a plan. In regards to relationships, there is potential for adventures and excitement, okay, within a connection. and the grand plans may lack follow through, but a push may be all that it takes. And for a career, you could have a new role or a new project that may present itself that can push your career forward. Make sure that you plan thoroughly and execute all the required tasks. And with the moon, not everything is seen. There may be illusions, okay? Some confusion, maybe some hidden truths, maybe some slight fear of the unknown. This is you trusting your intuition, facing your fears. Okay. The watery nature of the unconscious mind, mystery, symbolism, metaphor, perception, uncertainty in your dreams. So when we're faced with uncertainty and illusion, it can feel like we're drowning. Trust that you'll be okay, even if you can't seem to distinguish up from down right now. When you stop struggling to see that which you simply cannot see because it remains obscured behind shadows of the moonlight, you'll experience a deep release that will allow you to float to the surface of your truth. This is asking you to go within, find comfort in the darkness, and to calmly listen to the whispers of your own intuition. Okay, there is where divinity and magic live. Your inner wisdom will embrace you, and will push you toward the light, and will invigorate your creativity and resurrect your spark as long as you go beyond your own fears to find it. Dive into its healing embrace, breathe past insecurities, and let your intuition dimly lit magic guide you home. Okay, this also illuminates what has been hidden. There may be suppressed thoughts embedded in your subconscious. This is a call to start seeing and accepting the shadowy aspects of the situation. Something is not what it seems. Have honest conversations with both yourself and your partner to clear any misunderstandings. There could be objectives in the workplace that could be clouded. Use thorough communication and read correspondences carefully to avoid confusion. And that is it for Sag. Now we move on to Capricorn. Archangels, messages for our Cappies. Five of Pentacles, Six of Wands, and Page of Swords. I think all my cards are upside down, so I'm just turning them over. And one more. The Lovers. All right. Cappies. Sun, Moon, Venus, Mars, Rising, North Node, Chiron, or wherever, just take what resonates, leave the rest behind. So we've got the Five of Pentacles. You may feel left out in the cold, insecure, unstable. There may be some financial loss here, illness, or you could be isolating yourself or feel isolated. And this, can signal financial hardship or illness. However, help is available nearby. You may have to swallow your pride and ask for help or seek it out. There may be issues stemming from money or feelings of being left out in the cold. If there is love, then these problems can be worked through. And work can be difficult right now due to a job loss, reduced income, or feelings of isolation at work. And be careful with your finances as you weather the storm. You're also being given a chance to clear energy blockages. To counteract these corrosive energetic states, you're being asked to reclaim your personal power. Okay, find your hunger for fierce positivity and seek opportunity in your current circumstance. It's hidden in the shadows. And if you've been stagnant for a hot minute, ask yourself if you've been laser focused on the things that are lacking in your life. If fear, self-pity, or helplessness try to dictate your reality, flip the script and remember that against all the odds, all oppression, all class barriers, all everything, there's always a choice to move beyond your current limitations. And it's showing here that you're going to have victory in that here with the Six of Wands. as long as you follow the guidance there, okay, to flip the script and see past your limitations, okay, that you're going to have badass success, okay, accomplish your goals and leadership. You'll be seen. Maybe you're working on being an influencer, but if not, either way, there's victory and optimism here, okay, and it's possible that you're inspiring others. And just remember that you're worthy of success, okay, and be grateful. Give gratitude to the universe because then it rewards you. And with the Page of Swords, you could be spying on someone. You could be heavy in your thoughts. You could be curious about someone or something. This is restless energy, a thirst for information, learning new things. You may be an apprentice or a student. This is intellectual pursuit, ideas, okay, reasoning. There may be a message that's coming through. This is you being open to new opportunities in your life. And with the Moon card, this is your subconscious, okay, hidden truths, things that you don't know yet. This is telling you to trust your intuition and face your fears. This is the watery nature of the unconscious mind. This is your perception, uncertainty, dreams. Maybe pay attention to your dreams. This illuminates what has been hidden. Are there suppressed thoughts embedded in your subconscious? This is a call to start seeing and accepting the shadowy aspects of the situation. In relationships, something is not as it seems. Have honest conversations with yourself and whoever it is that you're connected to clear up any misunderstandings. In the workplace, it could feel clouded. Use thorough communication and read correspondences carefully to avoid confusion. So, good communication is vital here. We've got the Lovers. So this mainly points towards relationships, okay, or choices, dualities, harmony. Okay, a lover or a romantic relationship may present itself. This could be a friendship. This is choosing to allow yourself to fall in love, having healthy boundaries. Okay, you may be meeting a soulmate. But it can also mean developing your own system of beliefs. It also represents making a choice between two opposing things. In regards to relationships, this can point to a strong and mutual relationship or connection. Okay, be honest and bear with your emotions. And in regards to career, this could be a beneficial business partnership that may be at hand, and it could also mean love in the workplace. Since this also represents choice, be careful of the implications of a workplace romance. We're going to move on to Aquarius. The Lovers. The Lovers. So there may be a connection coming through here. You may have a choice. It could be the duality between divine feminine and masculine. There may be a connection that's coming back online. That's realigning. High Priestess. Listen to your intuition. You're being guided to this person. This person may be being guided to you. Listen to your gut instincts when this person comes in to know if they are the one for you, the one to build with. What else? The Hanged Man. You may have done your inner work. You may have sat with yourself to gain new perspectives, gaining higher consciousness, retraining your subconscious. You could be surrendering to the will of the cosmos. Okay, taking an intentional pause here, reflecting, letting go, embracing the new, being open to the new, realigning with your heart and purpose. You may be finding new wisdom from spiritual teachings. You could also be sacrificing. Okay, this is an enlightenment period that you have gone through. You could be seeing new perspectives here, or you're waiting for this other person to, not necessarily waiting, but holding your boundary to it. And if this situation feels stuck or you're in a forced waiting period, this is telling you to surrender to the moment and look at things from a different perspective. Your connection or relationship here may be at a standstill, or you're not finding the right person yet. Don't force things. Trust that things will change when the timing is right. In your career, things may be taking longer than expected or on a pause, okay, but flow with it. Stay in the flow. Be guided by your intuition. Trust your intuition, trust your gut. Eight of Pentacles. You're a work in progress. You're building up your pentacles here. You may be mastering a skill, okay, becoming a master, expert, craftsmanship. This is methodical progress, having patience, determination, and going towards your goal, your soul purpose. This is working on your long-term goals, investing, and growth. You're encouraged to stay on track for your long-term goals. It will require a lot of work, and the going may be slow, but it will be worth it. And in regards to relationships may be slow to flourish and require some work or compromises. However, if you put in the effort, you will reap the benefits. And work may be feeling like a grind. Trust that people will see your contributions as you continue to learn and grow. And what else? Last card for Aquarius. The Empress. 2 cards want to come out. So I guess I'll take them like I did for Aries. We've got the Empress and Justice there. The Empress is divine feminine. You may be very much in your divine feminine embodiment. This is also being creative, fertile, motherhood, unity, the goddess, sensuality, nurturing, abundant, empathic, having unconditional love, unification of the mind, body, and spirit. So you're coming more into alignment of who you truly are at soul level. Okay, you have subconscious knowledge and you're trusting your intuition, and the answers you seek lie within you. So connect with your nurturing femininity and enjoy the beauty of life. You may also be experiencing a burst of creativity. In regards to relationship, open yourself up to love. This can also mean loving yourself. A child or a pregnancy may be on the way. Your career may be at a high point. And this could also mean a strong mentor in the workplace. This person could also be you. And we've got Justice. This represents changes, cycle, and destiny cycles. This represents natural law, balance, karma, truth, wisdom, legal matters, fairness, cause and effect, integrity, objectivity, perspective, accountability. The universe can send good and bad things at any given notice. So enjoy the good while it's here, and remember the bad will pass. And connection or relationship. Current connection may be changing or entering a new phase. Fate may have a new relationship planned for you, or growth in a past relationship. This signifies good fortune for your career and wealth, and your career may be soon going through a change. It may be a new job opportunity or a different role. It's perhaps that this had already happened, or maybe in your entrepreneurial work that you've been trying to accomplish. All right, and last but not least, let's get some guidance for Pisces. Guidance for Pisces, archangels. Two of Cups, Two of Swords. Whoa. Okay, Five of Wands, Seven of Cups, Knight of Cups. So Two of Cups represents like divine partnership, mutual relationship, okay, romantic partners, soulmates, friendships, connected hearts, passion, kindred spirits, joyful connection and cooperation, union, sometimes marriage, duality, love, consciousness. So this can signify a strong, synergetic relationship on an emotional and philosophical level. It can be romantic, platonic, or business oriented. In relationship or connection, a mutually beneficial relationship is here or on its way, and you will push each other to reach new heights. In regards to your career, working with partners or colleagues can help both of you to achieve your goals. There may be negotiations involved, but it would be from a place of respect. Okay. And Two of Swords. You may be feeling blinded right now. This can represent choices or procrastination. This may be a stalemate. You're at a crossroads, having to choose, having to make a difficult choice. Opposing ideas or options, choosing the best route of action. This could be memory and thought. You're stuck on a difficult decision, okay, possibly due to confusion or stress or your circumstances. This is telling you to take off the blindfold and to approach the situation as logically as possible. Excuse me. If there's a stalemate in your connection or relationship right now, compromise, for there are no perfect solutions. And for your career, you're caught in the middle of a financial drama possibly, or having to choose between two jobs. Make sure you've considered all angles and have all the info you need to act. Five of Wands. There may be some conflict, some rivalry, or competition around something that you're ambitious about. There may be a challenge. You may be being pushed by others to excel. This is also representing brainstorming, mental jousting. You may have some adrenaline and aggression. This is surpassing the limits and dynamic energy leveling up. The conflict or competition often stems from miscommunication. Listening to and appreciating others' opinions can sometimes solve the issue. In your relationship, you may feel like you're constantly in disagreements with your partner or competing for their attention. Ask if these fights are worth the struggle. There could be arguments in the office, or you might be trying to get a job or a promotion, and this is indicating that you have what it takes, so keep up the fight. Seven of Cups, you may be presented with different opportunities. There may be different possibilities, decisions. You could be having dreams, fantasizing, choices, wishful thinking, the allure of temptation on your path, needing to move forward without knowing the full picture. Like I said, having options. You may have many opportunities, but pick wisely. Some options may seem great at first glance, but come with serious downsides. Dreams may also only become reality when action follows. There are decisions to make within your connection or relationship. It could be picking a partner or evaluating family versus work. Take the long term into account. You may be inspired with ideas on how to develop your career. Commit to one to invest your time and energy into. And the Knight of Cups. This is romantic, idealistic, and passionate energy. You could be a classic romantic, passionate soul, artistic tendencies, creative, wearing your heart on your sleeve, seeking connection, being in love with the idea of love, chivalrous. So emotions are driving your romantic idealism. Let this passion lead you to action as you bring art and beauty into life. In regards to your relationships or connections, they may be fueled by the idea of love. Be careful not to let this lead to unrealistic expectations from the relationship or your partner. In regards to career, emotional intelligence will help you navigate the current workplace politics. Creative solutions may be the key to solving seemingly impossible problems. Emotional intelligence is going to help you. So I hope that this resonated for some of your signs. Go ahead and put in the comment section what sign it resonated for you and what placement it is in your birth chart if you know what it is. And let me know if you want to continue to hear more readings like this. I'm sure I'll get better as we go along if we continue to do this, reading for the signs. And I was going to separate them, but I don't know if I'm going to do that now. I might just have it be one video. I don't know if I'll have time to do shorts or not. So, yeah, if you would like a personal reading, you know how to contact me through the link in my bio, through email or messenger. Sending you lots of love and light and growth and action, forward movement through the rest of this season. Take care. Namaste.